Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Charlotte 49ers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will have the first possession of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Working that left side now. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Razorbacks offense will have its first possession of the game. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to play people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Makes his connection. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the returner will be brought down. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's looking deep. Snags it on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fakes his man out. Keeps the legs moving. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. The 49ers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. And it's caught! Touchdown 49ers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
Leaves it with the back.
They're up by a field goal over Florida. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Daniels. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. Defense. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Makes a connection. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Charlotte! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kicker and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the move at the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The Razorbacks want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Starts to scramble to the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. He doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Looking to scramble. Keeps it himself and gets to first. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Power football with the run. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the field goal unit is on the field. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
That makes the score Charlotte 17, Arkansas 6.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. At the 45, on his way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The give out of the gun. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pocket starts to collapse. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Niners! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by a field goal over Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything big.
With the carry.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Unloads it downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. He's going to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Charlotte. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
31, Arkansas, 6.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. The lone back's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The offense set for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. The official says no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. Escapes the sack. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole, This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
And the 49ers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 4th down and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error.
Off he goes. Still on his feet. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
The 49ers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown 49ers! And the route is on.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's off to the races. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 10 over Fresno State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Charlotte! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arkansas, 13.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Spins away from the defender. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Gets it out fast. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll try to pop the draw. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
2nd down coming up.
The run to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got his man in the middle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll give it to the back. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Play number 9 on this drive. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes a catch. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to go up top on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Burgess. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. The give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about it.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on 2nd down from the 14. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Ramsey. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give as they work on that clock.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and give productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The 49ers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Price. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.